The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wildcard Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports.
This should be a good one to watch
on Sunday night primetime.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight we wrap up a great Sunday here in Super Wildcard Weekend, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the postseason on EA Sports. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the chart.
The third of three games to finish up this Sunday. We might save the best for last. And off we go here in the wild card round. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart, but make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry here for their running back. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Looking to throw. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And this one is right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against the secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll start here with Jackson. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. Gregory will look to throw it. Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now Gregory to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short, because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the first down.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Gregory. That's complete to Hutchinson. That'll give him 8 that time, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
In motion, the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give them 10 yards on that one, and that earns them a fresh set of downs. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 2nd down and 3. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So the completion gets him just a yard, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, he had success earlier in the drive, keeping it himself. Not here, though.
And sometimes when you have that kind of success, you can fall in love with the option a little bit too much and not give the defense credit for making adjustments themselves. And that play starts to lose its effectiveness.
And his kick is good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goals probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They are still in search of their first points of the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Gregory. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there. First down. They run again with Jackson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And this is what you want to do in the first half of a playoff game. Get the running game established. He was a big part of their run to a division title, so they're going to rely on him to carry a heavy load here in the playoffs. He rips off a nice run there. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He's got his man. It's Ryan. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal?
Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Gregory toward the pylon, caught. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because He really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So that drive in total 8 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And some room to maneuver. And it looks like the defense has got it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. So problems there on the return. Very costly. Not what you need when you've just surrendered the lead.
Not at all, because this now has a chance to really snowball on them quickly. Their offense was on the sidelines talking about getting on the field and getting that score back.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. Well, we know it's a tough mission for this defense to hold him to a field goal after that long kick return, but they're one play away from doing it.
They certainly are very close to accomplishing what they needed to get done, because they've treated this like a...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Now the try here for the extra point. And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
I love that word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Gregory, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. On third down, this is Jackson. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup. We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing again on second down. Gregory. And his throw is incomplete.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. They give him 12 yards and a first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Ball. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So we're at halftime of this AFC Wildcard matchup as we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now a 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Gregory. They should, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Back to throw here. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Underneath, caught by Anderson, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down. On the give, here comes Jackson. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Off play action. Gregory. He finds his man. Complete. That's ball. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain there of 21 yards. But Charles, what a rookie season he had catching the football, over 1,000 yards on the year, and he comes through there with a nice grab.
And we've seen wide receivers in recent years come in and have big years right away. And you think about Justin Jefferson in 2020, 1,400 yards and huge impact on his team and on the league. This guy, he's following his footsteps as an impact guy here in year 1.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun, Gregory. He finds his man, complete. That's ball. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Looking to throw, Gregory. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Here's Jackson, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Gregory. And this is going to be intercepted. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. And look like some movement there. Let's get the call. Now they nab the rookie there for the 5-yard penalty.
So much going through his head. You know it just has to be, right? All of his assignments and realizing every game he plays, one of the better players in the league will be opposite him.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Here's a give up the middle.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports, as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Back to throw. Gregory, he finds his man, complete. It's ball. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Escaping the pressure right. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down. Now 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 8. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Good clean play, no flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. They'll run with Jackson. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. 62 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Gregory, he's got this one to Hutchinson. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30, here's 2nd and 4.
At the 30-yard line.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, Most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. And the slot man goes in motion left.
Now they show jet sweep, but instead a run up the middle here.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Gregory.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run, this is Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he's got some space here.
And he is going to have a first down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory.
Game in hand, the offense takes the knee. They'll run it with Jackson.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. Able to go down to a knee, wrap this one up in the wild card round. Being at home, that certainly helped.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And think of it this way. If this is tennis, they held serve. They did what they were supposed to do. Won at home, rewarded their home crowd. They may have to go on the road the rest of the way, but they'll do it with some confidence.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.